been a long time since we sat in this room. Well, the studio, I mean. Right?
Yeah, so long.
Well, it has. It's been like a couple months. We haven't done an episode, me and you, in a while.
Have you not?
Yeah.
Has everyone missed me? Yeah. And the crowds roar.
Probably, actually. But yeah, I mean, we've been gone. Obviously, the last 2 weeks, no episodes. And is that my fault? Yes, but I have a good excuse. I was on vacation. Vacation Matt, look at me. This is me for the last couple weeks. Some changes in my life.
Just a few.
Just a few.
Not that important.
Started a new job today. Needed some time off to vacation in Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to Aruba, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go to Kokomo? And then also I'm engaged, which makes British Beth very angry.
No, he's engaged to me. No.
Oh, I guess. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wow. See, look at that ring. I'll get out of the frame. Just hold it in one spot. Focused in. I'll zoom in on it. So, I mean, it's impossible to miss. That diamond's humongous. Wow. So, what's the message here, kids? Molest your boss.
No.
That's the message here. Molest your boss and good things happen. Maybe he'll end up marrying you. Sexual harassment pays off.
Stop.
That's the message to everyone out there. Look at how tan I am. Look how tan I am. I look good. I look like a porn star. I look like a Miami porn star. Not a bad look for me.
No. Looks good on you.
Looks good on me. So yeah, that's where I've been. All right. So I'm allowed to take vacations. I'm allowed to, go off for a while. We were in Naples. We were in Temecula. We were in Miami. A lot of traveling. And there's a lot to catch up on. This will be a long episode today, I think. Just because there's so much to catch up on. And I think we got to start with just the trip. We got to talk about the trip.
Okay.
First of all, everyone's probably curious. Oh my God, Matt, you're engaged. You're like the hottest guy ever. You can have any woman you want. Why settle down? And the answer to that question is love.
Oh.
Love is the answer. What do you think? I'm going to stay single my whole life? I'm 28, going on 29 this year. What am I supposed to do? Party until I'm 40? Party until I'm 35? I could, but to me that's a waste of time. And when you find someone, you know, and you lock it in. And in this case, it's my assistant. I was like, we sat here across from each other, all these episodes. I was like, I found her on Craigslist or Bumble BFFs or Bumble Biz. And we did meet on Bumble Biz, and she was like, I would love to work for you. And
no, lies.
And
all lies.
We sat across from here, and that's where it was like a Jim and Pam thing. We kind of slowly fell in love at the workplace.
No. Stop lying.
I told the truth. We met on Bumble, and then we fell in love.
We did meet on Bumble, and we did fall in love.
So where's the lie? There is no lie. But yeah, settle down, kids. That's a good message, I think, over all this. You get to a certain age, you've had years and years of partying. What are you waiting for? What are you partying still for at a certain age? You've been partying since what? When did you start partying? 16, 17?
Yeah.
All right, so probably the same for me. That's what, 12 years? That's enough. Okay, that's over a decade of being a moron. Time to close that chapter and move on. And guess what? I did. We did. Together. And
you can also express your undying love for me and how your heart just melts for me and how you miss me when I'm gone. Go on, be nice and romantic.
So, Miami, Naples, Temecula. Getting the ring. All right, so let's talk about that real quick. So that's where this all started. So I get this job. That's where it actually starts. And I'm like, all right, move. Time to move. Time to move. I knew I wanted to propose. I got to figure out this ring, coordinate, customize the ring myself. So romantic. I'm shit. No big deal. And so I contact my sister-in-law's best friend's dad. It was like, she's like, you got to hit him up. He's going to do a great job, which he did. So shout out Diamond Dave. Crushed it.
Diamond Dave.
I got it worked out. And then I'm like, oh, well, we're planning this vacation. I'm like, take the week off before the 12th. We're going to go on vacation somewhere. I had no idea. And then I was going to figure it out when we get there. And then beforehand, we had the party in Temecula. So shout out Robin. Happy birthday, Robin. And Yeah, Temecula was on. We had to leave on Thursday, and then the guy was like, "Oh, the ring's gonna be done on Wednesday night, likely." I'm like, "Okay, well that leaves crunch time." So I had to drive to Palm Springs. That's where Diamond Dave's located. Drive to Palm Springs Thursday morning, then drive back without you knowing, and then turn around and go back that direction to Temecula. And that kicked off the start of the trip. So pardon me if I didn't have some time. I had about 2 days off of doing nothing, where I guess I could have recorded a show, but I was like, screw you guys. I'm taking time off for a little bit for Uncle Tommy's self-care. Okay? So we go to Temecula. Great, fun time, awesome time at the wineries. I can't recommend Temecula highly enough, by the way. I think we both really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Total fantasy land. If you are a boomer, you will love it. You were born from 1945 to 1963 or whenever that is. Go to Temecula, you'll enjoy it. That's most of the crowd there is either young adults who got married and stuff, or people like us, or boomers. A lot of boomers.
But everyone full of vineyards.
Yeah, it is fun. I'm not a huge wine guy, but it was pleasant. Which also, that seems like 4 years ago at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was a blast, actually. So great time there. And then we were flying out. We decided we're going to go to Naples because that's where I'll propose. Propose in Naples, then we can spend some time in Miami or something like that. So we had to fly out on Sunday. So we left back from from Temecula Saturday night, came back, packed our stuff, then Sunday morning, airport, to Naples. Now this is where the traveling starts getting a little hairy. Flight to Naples was fine, but we get to the rental car place that my dad had just gotten a car. He was picking us up, still in the area. You know, when you get a rental car, you have to pull out of the parking lot. And there's a woman working the booth who was just a moron.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get mad talking because
Don't get too mad.
It's infuriating. How long was the line of cars, do you think?
Well, we
outside?
were lucky because we were probably, 3 or 4
We were towards the front,
in?
but it snaked. So here's the booth. It snaked out about 3 cars than us that we were pulling out of a parking space. And then about 5 more cars, and then it just snaked around.
Yeah.
And the lady couldn't. It took her 30 minutes to get one person through the gate because she couldn't figure out the computer. And about 10 minutes in, I go up and to the other woman working, and I'm like, "Hey, can you get someone to help?" Like, well, I can't leave my post, whatever the hell that means. I didn't know we were in the army working at National Rent-A-Car, but fine, don't leave your post. Well, we're all sitting. Do you see the line of cars? She's like, yeah, I see it. I'm like, okay, but it's just getting longer and longer. You're the one giving people cars. They can't get out. So what's the point? Blood pressure's rising. I just got off a long flight. And I would like to get to, and it's a 40-minute drive from the place.
Yeah.
No. So everyone's getting angry. And I just have no tolerance for incompetency. It's the easiest job in the world, by the way. You're doing something where you type in stuff into a computer and just open up the gate. It's not like you are auditing them or doing their taxes for them, or it's not like you have to call all their family members and make sure they have a driver's license. You literally just type in the information, press a button, the gate opens. So I don't understand the holdup here. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But here we were for about how long? 45 minutes total?
Oh, probably more like an hour.
Yeah. Probably just sat in the car for an hour, which is one of the worst feelings in the entire world after being in an airport all day traveling, sitting and just waiting for no reason with no end in sight. So then she gets one car through, and then it's another 15 minutes before the next one gets through. And then finally, we got through another 40 minutes to Naples from the Fort Myers airport. And so that was not an ideal, the trip. And then we're driving there. It's about, 11 o'clock, 30, something like that. It's kind of late. And we're like, let's stop off at like a 7-Eleven or something. There's nothing open. We'll get some food. I'm like, I would really like some beer. Flight all day, and it's 3 hours behind. It's like 7 o'clock for me. So a beer sounds quite nice. So we stop in 7-Eleven. I pick out some Michelob Ultras. Judge me for that choice all you want. They're healthier. They're healthy for you. They're good for you. They're really good for you.
I don't know if healthy would
They're healthy.
Price.
So we get in the gas station, and my sisters pick out some stuff. I pick out some stuff. You pick out some stuff. Mm-hmm. And I don't like waiting in lines. I don't like waiting for other people. If we can get everything done in one transaction, That's what I like to do. So I turned to my sisters and to Beth and I said, just give me all your stupid chips and shit and I'll pay for it here in one transaction so we can go. I want to go home. And as I'm saying that, I noticed the guy at the register is talking to the man in front of him, just chatting up a storm, chatting him up, like to the point where it's delaying the man's transaction, which, because you know the kind of person I'm talking about. If that's happening, where the guy is purposely checking you out slowly just so he can talk to you, that's not a good sign. And I don't remember what he was talking to the guy about. He was just being way too friendly. He's sitting at the register, and so the desk is like here. His head's just like popping up over it. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go. It's gonna be annoying, and I'm not in the mood to deal with a friendly person right now. I'm at a 7-Eleven and I want to go home. Throw up the chips and the crackers and the cookies and the Red Baron pizzas, whatever the hell we had bought, and the Michelob at the thing after the guy checks out. And he goes, how you doing? I go, I'm good. And he goes, you're good. You know, Bruce Almighty, ever seen that?
Shut up.
Ooh, I cannot handle this enthusiasm. You work at a 7-Eleven, and I don't want to talk to a single person right now. I just want to buy my stuff. And I go, yeah, good movie. Good movie. He's checking out. He goes, you got ID? I go, sure do. Pull out my ID, and he goes, do you guys have... And my sisters had walked out at this point because I had all their stuff. Wait in the car. I will be out. I am the superhero who will buy all your things. I'll spend dozens of dollars on the treats we bought. And so they're out, and he goes, do you have IDs for them? And I go, obviously not. And I start laughing because I think he's joking. Like, this has never happened before in my life. I go, yeah, no. He's like, well, I need their ID. And his friendliness turns to like seriousness. And I go, what are you talking about? He goes, I need to see their IDs if you're buying alcohol. I go, what since when? It's not for them. It's for me. I'm buying it. And he goes, yeah, but he goes, dude, the second I let you do that, I walk out of work today and I get arrested. That's simply not true. That's not how any of this works. I'm buying the booze for myself, and I'm buying crackers and chips for my little sisters. And you think a cop's waiting outside to buy a 6-pack of Michelob Ultras for minors? That doesn't make a single shred of sense. And not to mention, one of my sisters is over 21. Beth, do you think you're over 21?
I'm over 30.
I bought a Coke for my dad, and my younger sister's 16. Okay, busted. I have a younger sister who's 16, who I guess doesn't have an ID over the age of 21. But it shouldn't matter because the alcohol is for me. And so I go, that doesn't make any sense. And he goes, sorry, man. And he starts going off about how he's going to be arrested. He just keeps going on about how he's going to get arrested if he lets me buy the alcohol. I go, you know what? Fine. I don't have time for this. My blood pressure's through the roof at this time. I just go, here, whoosh, and I just throw the booze down and I go, just check me out.
Also, I said, oh.
Yeah, and then Beth chimes in.
I said, oh, so is this a case for single mothers that go into grocery stores and pick out alcohol, but yet they've got a minor with them? Do they also get rejected as well? And
he goes, oh, are those your kids? I go, no, dude, they're my sisters. They're my sisters, and those are my parents in the car, and we're on a little family trip. But you know what? I don't have time. Just check me out, and I'm leaving. And he's like, all right, have a wonderful day.
Also, he's definitely drunk or high.
Yeah, okay, that was the other thing I forgot to mention, too. 100%. He was very fucked up on something.
Yeah.
Because you don't just act like that.
No.
It almost felt like he was maybe high and took an Adderall or something, or maybe had 6 coffees.
Yeah,
he was feeling good. You could tell. It was almost like when a homeless guy comes up to you on the street and is like, "Hey man, you have the time?" And you're like, "No, I don't." And you smell like shit. Get away from me, please. I don't know. What kind of question is that, by the way? There's clocks everywhere. Go and walk anywhere else. And why do you need the time? You're homeless. What are you going to be homeless later on too, or? Oh, gotta be homeless later. So that was not an ideal way to start the trip at all. Luckily, we got to the place and there was beers in the fridge. Thank God.
Yeah.
After a long day of traveling,
Angry Matt was raging.
My adrenaline. I honestly wanted to turn around and like fight the guy. You know when your head is just like, in your head, the amount of things are just like spinning at 1,000 miles. There's just such suppressed rage. And it all comes from a long day of traveling. That's really what it was. But also, the guy's reasoning was the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And so that was tough to get over. However, the rest of the trip, pretty nice.
Lovely.
The rest of that week. So, probably too long-winded of a story about this guy and stuff. Also, he works in 7-Eleven. Go fuck yourself. You're not working for the FBI here, tracking down minors who are buying alcohol in a 7-Eleven in Naples, Florida. Yeah, there's a lot of young people in Naples, Florida buying booze. What are you talking about? I think the average age in Naples, Florida is 75.
Yeah, maybe 76.
Does this happen a lot at the 7-Eleven, man? What are you thinking? I don't know. Anyways, fuck that guy. I hope I see him again someday. I really do. So I can kill him with kindness.
Yeah.
Okay. Or kill him with a knife.
No.
So then Tuesday is the day.
There's D-Day.
Tuesday's D-Day. So romantic. Took her to the beach. Professed my love to my assistant. This is what I said. This is verbatim what I said. I never thought that my podcast would lead to my love for the rest of my life.
Man,
but here we are.
Tell the real story.
That is the real story.
No.
Well, they don't need the dirty deets. The deets are, we went to the beach. It was romantic.
They want the dirty deets.
I don't want to tell the dirty deets. So we went to the beach. It was romantic as shit. And I bought her a big ring. And it was great. And then we went to dinner. And that was it. Got to keep it simple, guys. If you are bursting out of a cake, you're doing it wrong. If you're at a sporting event, doing it wrong. If you're even at dinner at a busy restaurant, in my opinion, you're doing it wrong. You don't need all that attention. And you don't want her to have all that attention either. It's embarrassing for some people. And you want to just keep it conservative and simple. It's a moment between you two.
Oh, so nice and romantic.
And obviously Beth was like, you're the man of my dreams, like so hot. You're like a male model. You could get anyone you wanted. Like, yeah. But I don't know why you're laughing. That's true.
All right then.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, now it's we're fiancés.
We are fiancés. It hasn't really sunk in yet, has it?
No, no, it has not, because it's a new territory for both of us. I've never had to call anyone my fiance before seriously.
No, not talking about weddings.
Yeah, ugh.
It's freaky, isn't it?
It's freaky.
It's freaky.
And the rest of the trip was great, except for the last day. We're at the beach, and we went a little later that day. I think more closer to around 1 o'clock as opposed to like 11:30. Went to the shopping area. Then we're like, we'll go to the beach a little later. We get there, and I notice immediately there's going to be trouble. There's going to be trouble because I was the one setting up everything in the thing, just getting a nice seat on the beach, a nice area that was close to our condo.
This is a private beach.
Private beach, obviously. Rich as shit. No big deal. And
private beach, families.
Family oriented,
people.
median age 70 years old. And I walk out and there's three young people blasting music and drinking a handle of Tito's. 3 people working on a handle of Tito's. That's a lot of alcohol. And I go, okay, there's music playing. I don't really see much of a problem with that. I could see this might leading to something else later, but I'm going to set up here anyways. It's the clearest area, wide open. People seem to be avoiding it. Music, whatever. I don't really mind music at the beach as long as it is kept at a low level. So you can see where this is going. So family comes out. Music starts getting louder and louder. They're getting louder and louder as well. And obviously the group of family there starts getting a little annoyed by it. And I'm thinking in my head, okay, they were here first, but at the same time, now we're down here for about an hour at this point, and they're getting louder and louder. And you don't own the beach, guys. You're honestly at a family, quiet, private beach. And so we decide to go up and say something to them. First time, immediately, does not go well. This chick, first of all, hideous. It's like one of those chicks who you'd see from a distance and you're like, wow, okay, not bad. And then you walk up closer and you're like, yikes. Yikes. Greasy goblin would be the best way I could describe her. She gets mad, defensive immediately. My brother goes up and says, hey, can you turn it down? The guy who was with him, it's a guy and 2 girls, okay? And the guy is like all right, whatever. And she's like, no, we were here first. And Mike's like, can you just turn it down a little bit? It's really not. Like, he wasn't being a dick about it at all. He's just asking them. They were very trashy back to him. So that's the first incident. They turn it down, and then about 30 minutes later, it goes back up again. Not even. Probably 10 minutes later, it goes back up again. Now my dad comes out, and my dad's like, all right, this is annoying as shit. And now they're yelling and screaming, too. Like, you can hear them. We're about 50 yards away from them.
They're going full on spring break
in
a family area.
Yeah, full on, like, Daytona Beach style, girls gone wild shit. Like, yelling. Like, you're going to be my bridesmaid. Did I tell you this? I love you. You don't even fucking know. I love you, you stupid bitch. I love you. And you're not even listening to me. Like, that's the level we were at. So you can understand we're annoyed. And there's other people here, too. It's not just us. And so my dad goes up and says something, and this is where things get a little hostile.
Yeah, not great.
The guy stands up and tries to put hands on my dad. Dad, okay, 60-year-old man. Not a threatening-looking guy. And he's very nice. He's not the kind of guy who's going to go up and be like, hey, you pussy, shut your fucking music off. He was like, hey, do you mind turning down the music a bit? And the guy gets up and is like, no. And now they go into full on, we were here first. And my dad's like, okay, but you don't own the beach. And this is a quiet area. Like, if we were going down to Daytona or to Destin Beach or to, we're in a spring break area, we're not going to come set up a family thing around a bunch of college kids. And you probably shouldn't do the same thing here. I mean, look at this.
It was quiet.
It's quiet as shit. And so now it escalates to the point where
she was going, my dad.
Yeah, she's like, my dad's I don't care. I don't give a flying fuck. And also, you might need to shush because you only have one guy here. And there's 3 strapping young men who would gladly beat the fuck out of your boyfriend here. Gladly. I don't have any problem with it. It would ruin the vacation a little bit. And ruin the fact that I just proposed to my lovely fiance / assistant.
No.
But I'm happy to do it. Nope, she keeps running her mouth. And Beth gets up, full Karen, starts video recording.
Yeah, well, I didn't say anything. I just stopped.
And then she saw you recording and got pretty angry.
Yeah.
He was like, what you can't record me. That's illegal.
She was like, hi. And I just went, hi.
Yeah. Like, hey, how's it going? And you started recording in fairness because the guy started putting hands on my father. Now, this didn't really go anywhere. You're never a winner in this scenario. So kids, if you're listening, it's not worth escalating the situation unless someone socks you, punches you first, draws first blood, as Rambo would say. It's not worth escalating the situation on your own. It's just going to ruin things and make things more complicated and make you more liable in the future. Just have adrenaline control. Talk through it in a sanguine and calm way, and just try to resolve it peacefully, because you're dealing with belligerent people here who have a lot less to lose, frankly. I don't want to be going to jail. I would if I had to. If someone hit my dad or pushed my dad or hit my brother or something like that, I'm happy to punch them right back. But if they're not doing it, there's no sense in, drawing the situation out further than it needs to be. So we didn't do that. We ended up my dad called the cops, and the cops came and did nothing because it's Naples, Florida. But they ended up turning down their music for a little bit, and we stood our ground. They stood theirs. Nothing really happened. I'm sorry that the story doesn't have a more satisfying ending. I wish I could say that we took the man and threw him into the sea, and the girls, got a black eye because I kicked him in the head. But that's not what happened. The cops were called. And they hated us and we hated them. And we ended up leaving at 5 or something like that. We had to go to dinner. And they wanted to continue being drunk losers on the beach. And by the way, you are a fucking loser if you're doing spring break in Naples.
And also, they weren't even staying in, the private beach was for residents of this kind of wealthy area. And you could tell that they were not from the wealthy area.
No. And she was like, my dad. And we're like, which condo do you guys live in again? Which one are you which one are you is staying on one of these? They had nothing. They were losers on a family beach.
I hope she's watching.
Harassing a family. look, I've been a youngin' before, and I've done stupid, rambunctious things, but never anything like that. And I can at least hang my hat on that. In my youth, I was never a dick. And by the way, they had like twisted teas thrown all over, like litter everywhere. Fucking handle of vodka on the beach. Like,
and they were
it's disgusting.
really mean to this other lady that came up as well.
Yeah, some other lady came up and was like, look, like, if you guys wouldn't mind turning it on, and he goes, shut up, you ugly, pasty bitch. And it was like, oh, Jesus, man, you're really escalating this. And she hasn't said anything yet. And you're just being a dickhead. So that made me a little mad as well.
That was so mean.
That lady did not do anything to deserve that. But hey, what are you going to do? So that, I mean, other than that, honestly, like, it worked out fine. It could have gone a lot worse. That was it for Naples. I mean, that was the last day. We had dinner there, and they move at this snail's pace at all these dinner places. 2.5 hour dinner because they have no urgency. I ordered a drink. It took us about 30 minutes to get drinks at that last restaurant. That was fun. But overall, great time. All right. Super romantic. Yeah. I'm so romantic. So romantic. God damn it.
So, are you going to put nice photos of how you proposed and got down on one knee?
No.
Oh.
I will not.
Oh.
Because they don't need to see that. We don't want strangers looking at this. I don't need them seeing that private moment. It is cute. Well, anyways. So, we left Naples and then drove to Miami on Friday? Yeah, Friday. Yep. And Miami was great. Miami's more Miami than Miami. It's the most Miami place of all time, which is funny because it's Miami. It's also like COVID never happened.
No one wears masks.
No. It is. If you are scared of COVID, don't go to Florida. It is. No one gives a shit.
No.
And that first day we stayed at the Faina.
Yeah.
No big deal. Upgraded us to a 1-bedroom suite. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks to British Beth for that.
Hooked
it up. That was really nice. That's probably one of the nicer hotels I've stayed in, and it was ocean view. Very fancy. Too rich. I mean, the culture, and we talked about this. I'm not rich. I don't understand the culture of richness. I'm not good at it. I don't know how to participate and be rich. There's certain things and parts of the rich culture that I just don't understand. Etiquette, yeah. I just feel weird. Like, they have these little towel boys and like food and luggage boys that it's like, they're like, let me take your bags. I'm like, yeah, I can get it. I don't really need you to. I feel bad. I know it's your job, but like, I can grab my own stuff. It's not. I have a carry-on bag, and that's it. I can bring it up to my room. It's not that hard. They're like, we'll meet you up there. Okay. Fine. And then when you leave the bag with them at the lobby, because we couldn't check in immediately, they scurry off, and they're wearing their little costumes, and like,
I like it.
It's weird. And then you go out to the beach, and the guy comes out, and they put sheets on the benches. That's whatever they're called, lawn chairs.
Beds.
Yeah, the beach beds, and then they bring out an umbrella and they drill a hole in the sand. And it's like, I don't belong here. I am.
Iced tea.
These people are all real rich. I'm fake rich. I don't know how any of this works. They bring us, and they bring out the menu. It's like $29 for octopus salad. Hey, I don't want that. And then they're like, oh, do you want a Greek salad? It has fennel and it has couscous and feta cheese and tomatoes. And if you want to add chicken, that's another $20. So $40 for a fucking salad on the beach.
Look, we got to be bougie for a while.
That is true. I got to reset this real quick. And if the battery dies, I'm sorry. I didn't prepare for this show at all with the battery being charged, but screw you. And what'd you say?
We got to be bougie for a while.
We had to be bougie, and that's nice. Yeah. That was nice. So nothing but good things to say about the Faina. I don't deserve the richness there.
Oh, you do deserve it.
And then we went to the Four Seasons, which was
not that great.
Less than adequate. Internet didn't work. What else?
Oh, they brought welcome champagne.
Welcome champagne 30 minutes before we checked out. That was fun.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
They had no bellboys.
No bellboys. Also, the reception was on the 7th floor for some stupid reason, and there's no signs.
Very business orientated hotel, but then
also, you know what I know is we ordered food late night from Wendy's, and they brought it to the front desk, and it had a room number on it. They didn't bring it up. They didn't buzz us. Didn't anything. And the guy took a picture right next to the guy at the front desk, and they just took it in the back room and left it. Okay, great, thanks. Thank you. Now we are eating cold Wendy's, and is that an embarrassing fact that I ordered Wendy's? Yes, but it was the only thing open, so shut up. What else stunk about that? There was other things too.
The blackout blinds.
The blackout blinds didn't work. It was just not great. So sorry, Four Seasons. It's just like it's a place you go if you're a 49-year-old man who works in finance and you're staying in Miami.
It would have been good if it was a Best Western. If that room was in a Best Western hotel.
Oh, it'd be a great room if you're in a Best Western.
But not for Four Seasons.
No. The pool. The guy didn't. We sat at the pool. The guy comes up and is like, "Oh, I'll help you out," and like puts an umbrella over us. We're like, "Oh, can we get a menu and can I get some cups for water?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." Just never came.
Like 45 minutes later, we just decided to leave. Okay.
All right, thanks, then. Man. Hey, man, thanks. So that was fun, but it was free. So I mean, I can't really. Yeah. We got it for free. Because of the engagement, no big deal.
And because I'm amazing.
True. That is true. Yeah. You are amazing.
I've got contacts.
But it's no fun, and especially coming back from the Faena to that, a one-bedroom suite facing the ocean where they're waiting on you hand and foot to do anything you want. I ordered wine glasses there, and it was up within 2 minutes. Bottles of water up within 2 minutes. Yeah. They have power-operated toilet seats, bidets.
Oh, yeah.
A balcony.
Freestanding bath.
Yeah, which I don't really care about, but... I do. Beths are gross. It's person soup. Disgusting. Anyways. No. So, yeah. I mean, Miami was great. It was fun. The food, Baoli, is that what it was called? I highly recommend. I'm not a Miami guy, though. That's the thing, is I'm not... I like the city, but there's people who are... It's the same thing with Vegas, Same kind of feeling, like you need to have a certain level of real richness to experience the city in a comfortable way, where you don't leave and you're like, ugh, I just spent way too much money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's impossible to do when you're in Vegas or Miami. You go and you're like, I'm going to spend a shit ton. I'm not going to feel great about it. I'm on vacation, so fine, I'll do it. And I'm cool with it, and it's fun, but like I'm going to just be like, ugh. Unless I'm rich enough where I can just pay a guy $500 to let me cut every line I'm in and get me wherever I want. I don't have to make reservations, and I have someone showing me around the whole time. I wouldn't be interested in going every, month or every other month. Like a lot of people in LA do that. They go to Miami all the time. Yeah. Same with people in New York. But yeah, that's where we've been. It's been busy. Sorry. Sorry for not doing episodes. I could have done them there, but guess what? I didn't want to. And I love you guys, and you know that. But guess who I love more?
Me.
See, she is here.
I'm real.
Look at how tan I am, by the way. I look fucking hot. I look hot. And we caught a lot of people off guard. I caught you off guard by the engagement.
Yeah.
You were like, oh my God, should I say yes? I was like, please, I'll do anything. Please say yes. I'll do your laundry for a month, please. Marry me. And then, I mean, it's a lot of work. Also, if I didn't reply to your text or your Instagram message, I probably got lost in the weeds. I got a lot of messages, a lot of nice messages.
Yeah.
People. But it is overwhelming. Please understand that.
And we don't know when we're getting married.
Yeah, so please stop asking me. We got engaged on Tuesday and Wednesday. People were like, so when's the date? I don't know. I don't know. I'm still here.
We just want to be in this moment.
Can you just shut up and let us, just take in all the congrats and stuff first before we plan a date? I didn't even sat down and talked to her about anything after this. It was like, oh, we're engaged. Okay, great. And then people go, hey, when's the wedding? I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Did you know she's British and her family lives in the UK and right now we can't travel anywhere? So that might complicate things a little bit, don't you think?
Oh.
But yeah, got a lot of nice notes. So what else did we miss? There's a list here. We'll go through some of these things that we missed while we were gone. Some things I would have covered on the show, but I couldn't. And number one, which you could not wait to mention to me after it happened, was your gorgeous darling Prince Philip died.
It's literally the first thing I said.
So Prince Philip, you like to call him so lovingly, a dried up avocado.
Looks like a drug to
finally his heart stopped. Now I think he's been dead for probably 10 years now, but I think his heart finally stopped, which is like the official he's dead type of thing. So he's dead. And how do you feel? I mean, this matters way more to you than me. I didn't honestly know this guy was even. I didn't know what he did or who he was until about 2 years ago. So
For more than half a century, he was the man by the Queen's side.
All right, thank you. That just ruined the whole show. Nice job. So you were crying yourself to sleep.
I wasn't crying myself to sleep. I mean, it was always going to happen. He does look like a rotten avocado.
Did.
I mean, it is sad. Like, imagine us being together for what? How many years were they together?
75 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever seen them in the same room in my lifetime. I've seen them in pictures together.
Yeah.
But I've never seen them kiss. I've never seen them even honestly in the same room.
Yeah, they are. Obviously, he is her assistant, really.
Yeah.
Like, he's the second
So
man.
it's like the opposite of us.
Sure.
You gotta hold the thing close to your face.
I'm literally. It
That needs
is
to be like
on
this.
my lips.
Yes, that's how
I
it should
can't
be.
move my lips.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not that romantic.
they're
I guess
not
that's what
romantic.
happens when you drink the blood of children for 90% of your life.
But also, like, the royal family's very different. It's not like a normal relationship.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Can't imagine why. Oh, you mean the family that had one of their members murdered
Yeah.
isn't normal?
I mean, I am going to be intrigued to see what the funeral's going to look like.
It's just going to be, a procession around the city of London for 8 days.
Probably. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the last royal that died was Diana. And obviously she had a huge procession, but she wasn't technically part of the royal family when she got
He's not
murdered.
either. He's a prince. What a stupid loser. Be a king, loser.
No, because you can't be a king if your wife is the queen. But you can be a queen if your husband is a king.
Sounds like sexism to me.
Yeah, it's very
Prince
good.
Philip, also, he's a prince and a duke.
Yeah, because you get titles. So, like, Prince William is Prince William, but he's also... Oh, crap, I should know this. He's also someone of somewhere. Oh, Duke of Cambridge.
Oh.
Yeah, Duke
What
of
about the
Cambridge?
Duke of Earl?
I may have got that wrong, so sorry, British people.
Wow. See, we're already converting you.
Yeah.
You're no longer a redcoat. You're not
Charles is
allowed to.
Prince
We
of
are slowly
Wales.
converting her to full-blown American. She's going to lose all her British culture. She's going to have an American accent by the end of this wedding.
Duke of Edinburgh, Prince of Wales.
She's not even listening to what I'm saying.
No, I'm trying to figure it out.
You don't know because you're bad British.
my British
You're losing your British culture.
I'm losing my British culture.
You are. Well, that and look, Americans. If you're wondering why I got engaged to a Brit, it's to. We really still haven't gotten over the whole Revolutionary War thing, and this is just payback for it. We're gonna slowly bring them over one by one, turn those redcoats into patriots. So, yeah, Prince Philip dead. Don't care. Sorry, he's dead. People die. Dead at 99. That's way longer than most dudes live. Like 15 years or 20 years maybe over the life expectancy for me. All right, and we're back. Wow, this show is just, the production value on it is just terrible. I am not prepared. I'm a piece of shit. Hey, I got back from vacation. Cut me some slack. I forgot to charge the battery on my camera. What do you want me to do? Okay.
Vacation Matt is still in mode.
I'm not perfect. And I guess if this goes out again, we'll just go off the TV, and I won't be in the picture, and that's that. But that's fine. So Khloe Kardashian posted a photo of herself that looks like every woman ever. She looks like a normal woman, which is what we all knew she looked like. It's just funny because if you keep going down, scroll down more, like a normal person scroll, please. Okay, like this picture. They're obviously edited, and people who don't think that they're edited are stupid. This is not how people look. They look like that. That's what women look like. You see this picture here? This is what women look like. They don't have big fat asses with no cellulite and perfect skin with no bumps on it and big fat tits, and they walk around and everything's peachy keen. That's not how life is. It's just hysterical to me that this surprises some people. Yeah, I saw this and I'm like, yep, that's what women look
This
like.
isn't even like a bad picture.
No, it's just
either.
bad. People are giving her shit, I think, because you look at her other photos and you're like, you're just a dirty liar. Which of course she is. Because of course she is. She's a Kardashian. That's what they do. That's what all these models do. It's fake. Have you ever met a model before? Seen them with their makeup off? They're hideous. That was a little mean.
Hideous.
But they're not. They don't look anything like
look
the
like
photos they post. Okay, it's you're being sold a false bill of goods, and like that's not a bad looking. She looks like a normal girl you'd see on the street at Starbucks.
Yeah,
it's like not. She's definitely had plastic surgery done, but so what? If you're surprised by this, you're a dumb loser, idiot. Everyone's a dumb loser. I guess what's the last one I had? Go to show notes. We're just going to keep going if the camera turn goes off again, and I'll finish this.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Oh, Tiger Woods. This is another thing we missed. Tiger Woods had an SUV crash caused by excessive speed. Everyone's like, oh, what happened? Was he on drugs? Did someone hit him from the other side of the road? No, he was just driving way too fast. He was driving 40 miles over the limit, which is another good reminder that don't do stupid things and bad things won't happen to you. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And Tiger Woods was playing a stupid game. Just like he was when he was cheating on his wife with those disgusting fat hookers about 10 years ago. Don't drive 40 miles. If you don't want to get in a car accident and be mangled up, don't drive 40 miles over the limit. It's pretty simple. Don't put yourself in stupid situations. And that leads me to my next one. Go to the next one. What's the next one say? No, go to the next one after that. DMX, dead. I love DMX. This is sad. It's a tragic thing. He's 50 years old, but he overdosed on drugs. 50 years old, still doing drugs. Am I sad? Yes. Is X going to give it to you a great song? Yeah. Is Party Up a great song? Yes. It's a banger. I listened to that before. Like every single football game, I listen to DMX. He's an iconic rapper. I'm sad that he's dead. However, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You do a lot of drugs. You can't be that surprised if you have a heart attack, okay? And if you're at 50 years old, I don't know what kind of drugs he was doing, but you can't be that surprised if you're doing coke, heroin, meth at 50 years old consistently and not get a heart attack. Like, your heart can't handle that, dude, especially after a lifetime of doing that. Like, just don't put yourself in these situations. And that is a bummer. That was kind of not surprising, but a little, caught me off guard a little bit, I guess. DMX 9. Do you know who DMX is?
I mean, I only know the song X gon' give it to you.
There you go. That's enough. He's great. A very successful rapper. But don't play stupid games. Give up partying. Be done. That's what I did. I'm done with that. I'm moving on to another chapter. I told you at the beginning of the episode, leave that stuff in the past. Throw it away. Be done with it. You had 10 years of it. You had 15 years of it. And it was great. It was fun. We had a good time. We had a good run. But you got to move on to that next point. It's like college. When you're moving on and you're like, oh, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what the future holds. I'm engaged. Saying fiance is weird as shit. But guess what? It's cool. I'm cool with it. Are you cool with it?
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, we're cool with it. We're moving on to that next phase of life, that next chapter. And that's what you should do too. I'm ecstatic. I'm excited for what is coming next. I'm not going to be doing heroin when I'm 50 or whatever the fuck DMX was doing. I'm not going to be driving 40 miles over the limit when I have kids like Tiger Woods is doing. I'm going to take it easy and enjoy life and appreciate things and be grateful for what I have.
Sit on your old man's chair and drink whiskey.
Sit on my old man's chair and drink whiskey. That sounds amazing. And then I'll retire when I'm about 65, hopefully younger than that, but let's say I'm 65-ish. We'll retire. We'll move to Naples. How about that? And we'll smoke weed all day and play parcheesi on the beach. That sounds great.
Amazing.
So, look, I don't know what the next 10 years has in store for me. I don't know what the next 5 years has in store for me. I don't know what the next 2 years has in store for me. And yes, I will admit, things are going pretty well for me right now. I'm pretty happy. But guess what? There's going to be some downs, all right? There's going to be some downs in my life. But right now I'm on an up, and it feels amazing. And I'm prepared for those downs because I got a life partner by my side now.
Yay.
Which I'm very happy about. And that didn't happen by accident, by the way. Not to get braggadocious, but good things happened because I focused on myself. I focused on the outcome I wanted to see and how I am being perceived by the rest of the world, and I worked on those things to make myself a better person. And guess what? Good things happened. I wasn't doing drugs at age 15. Wasn't going over the limit. I met Beth because I wrote down a list of things that a list of qualities I was looking for in a woman. And if someone didn't check off enough of those boxes, bye, done, see you later. That's why this relationship moved so fast, because we both knew what we were looking for.
Yeah.
And I'm really stoked, and I know there's a lot of younger listeners to the show, which is why I'm saying this. Maybe you're not the same age as me. Maybe you are 23, 24, 25, and you're looking for meaning in life. Focus on yourself. Be selfish.
Yeah.
Look for those habits that you have that might be bad, and it's going to be tough. You're going to have to come to some harsh realities with yourself. Maybe you're drinking too much. Maybe you're not spending enough time with family. Maybe you're not focusing hard enough on your job. Maybe you're underselling yourself. Maybe you don't have enough ambition. Maybe you don't have good goals. Write them down. Focus on yourself. Be honest with yourself, and good things come from that. I promise. Not to be preachy or anything like that, but things are going pretty well for me right now, and that wasn't
a coincidence.
No, it wasn't a coincidence. You deserve everything you get in life. You deserve all the good things that happen to you. You don't always deserve the bad things that happen to you, but sometimes you do. If you get in a car accident going 40 miles over the limit, you're kind of asking for it. Okay? If you're doing drugs every day,
you're kind of asking
for it. Now, R.I.P. DMX, Tiger Woods, hope he's okay. I'm just saying, focus on yourself. Get those bad habits out of here. The episode's cut short. Sorry about that. I didn't prepare battery and stuff. But whatever. We'll be back doing more consistent stuff soon. I love you guys. Beth, anything you want to add?
We love you too. We're getting married.
Yeah. We'll see how the engagement goes.
No. We're getting married. Stop asking when we're getting married.
Well, let's see how the engagement goes first.
No.
I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. See you later. Bye. R.I.P. Prince Philip. You did avocado. Bye.